morning, Sharon here, and welcome to my channel. I'm doing week 10 of Rachel's Roxy Creations weekly challenge. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but they're like vintage pockets, document holders. And I've got one of my Spanish magazines here. I've got a digital from Vintage and History, and I've got one of my own digitals from my Vintage Documents kit. This is French letters kit. So I'll start with this one, and what I'm going to do is trim off down the side here. I've already trimmed the top and bottom because they're quite tall. Fold it in half, and this is from a 1947 magazine. Fold this up like that, and this piece that I've taken off down the side I'm going to put across here and put that together like that. I'm not too sure, not too worried that they actually aren't the same size or anything. So what I've got to do first of all is also trim these down as well. Okay, so I've cut these down. Oh, I've torn these down and folded them. This one is going to be on the other side to these two because I quite like that there. So you fold, as I say, you fold them in half, fold them up. And then what I'm going to do is get my faux washi tape and just glue the bands together at the back here so that they will have some faux washi to attach them. Okay, that's all three of them now that I've put the bands on. The next thing is putting in some of the ephemera. I've got some different pieces here. Again, this is from the French letters kit that I printed on newsprint paper, and I thought this could go in here. Fold that up, and I'm just going to put that into that first little pocket there. This one I thought I would ink round, and that could sit in there, and I'm going to use Vintage Photo to ink round it. I've already tea-dyed it as well. So, and I'm trying to remember, I think this was one of the old design shop kits. I can't rightly remember. Anyway, we've got a little chillier here, not too much. Gone down to about 8 or 9 at night suddenly, but I think it's only lasting a few days and we're going to be back up again. So this goes in here and there, and then with this one, I'll move them aside a minute. I've got this, these are from Vintage Bills from Spritzy and Bella. They come up, this is the normal size when you print them. However, I these aren't resized, this is the normal size, but I have resized them to use in other projects before. Okay, I've inked all around there, and I meant to say I printed this on cream parchment paper, not parchment, not vellum paper, it's sort of a cream paper that's like an old parchment document paper, and that goes in there. So that's those three. And then what else I've got is some of this. So I've got a book page for each of them, which I'm going to put behind. I don't know if you can see behind there where the bit went up. And then I have some of this lovely old, all of these are from vintage books, from the late 1800s, early 1900s. I'm putting that in there as well. I think actually I'll put that way round. Oops. That's looking a bit better there. Again, that and a book page. Again, put these behind. Appreciate these are sort of sticking out the top. And again, one of these blue pages in there. Now I have this old knitting pattern someone's typed out from the 60s. I don't know whether to put that in there or keep with the book pages. I think I'm going to put that one in there. So I'm trying to use some digitals and some original vintage documents. Mind you, that's quite tall, isn't it? Thinking about it. And this has got some lovely patina on it, you see there? Yeah, I think maybe I'll go with this one. There. Yeah, that's better. I do like this, but I think I might save that. Then I've got some Edith Holden from the Nature Notes book I've got. And I'm folding all three of these. I've just torn out all of May. This is more writing space. And then I've also got, these are sheets from 1960, the accounts for the Central Bank of Spain. And these are the plain sheets I've pulled out so that you can use these to write on as well. I may have to turn some of these up to fit these in. As you can see, they're quite tall. Yeah. So I do want them sticking out slightly at the top. Like that. And again, maybe just come down a fraction. Just fold these up. Yeah, I like that at the top there. Yep. And again with these, have it poking out the top. Fold these over. I want it a little bit lower than that one. Those two, and this one is, I think, a little bit taller, about there. Fold that up, and then I do like the writing on this side, so I fold that one up in there. Oh yes, I like them. Yep. Now I've got to decorate these pieces here. And what I've got is a selection of journal cards here. These are the seed packet kit from Digital Collage Club. And I've got some specimen labels and I've got some tea cards. I was thinking one of these tea cards on here. I like that one. Because then I've got some other cards that will slot in there. And then I've got these specimen labels. I could go like that. I like them. Okay, I'm going to put those in. And what I'm going to do is I'll just ink around these labels here. Like that. As you see, they're quite simple to make. I'm using a lot of my book pages and some digitals and doing a mixture. So I'm going to put that there. That will also, there's a bit of a split in the page there, so that will help with that. Put this on here. And this is a vintage tea card as well. I'll put on there. Okay, I've put all these on. This one, I had to cut or tear off another page, a closure, because it did all split down the side. This is quite thick. I hadn't taken that into account really when I did it. Whereas this one, I'd made this one slightly larger, so it fits everything. And this is actually tea dyed paper, so it's a bit stronger. So if you are using vintage papers to bind them with, I would make it just a little bit to allow for expansion. So I redid that one, and I've got the 3 journal cards here. So I'm going to put that one. It says me now. No, it's not stuck. That one in there, that one in there, and that one in there. So I have all these now that I've done, and I've used some digitals, some vintage book pages, and some labels. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that and it wasn't too long. Hit the thumbs up please, would be great, and thank you to all my subscribers. Speak to you all again soon. Bye.